Hello, how's everyone? How are you going? Wait, whoops, that was the wrong one. Wait, do I? Okay, I don't jump high enough. I'm a... Hold on, the music is loud. Okay, sorry for late. I do this, okay? Listen, I'm late a lot. I may have had my Xbox 360 die on me this morning, so that wasn't fun. I gotta make sure to remember to create a save slot for Golden Sun here. I was playing Golden Sun earlier. I play Golden Sun when I'm at work, because it's a good game. Today's going to be interesting because so I have a new monitor, and because so my brother had an old 27-inch 1440p monitor, so that's what I'm using to play the game today, rather than my 23-inch 4K, and so because the 23-inch 4K is because I've replaced the 23-inch with the 27-inch, now I've got the 23-inch as the like display for the chat, which is so much better. Oh my goodness, it's like there's actually room for the chat now. So that's good. For some reason, VideoTube Mini keeps displaying the window size when I don't have the thing on. I don't like that. Oh, now it's not doing it. What the heck? VideoTube Mini puts a little thing that says, this is what the screen size is. Underneath my like right on top of my preview of my avatar, if I don't have the things set up, or if I don't have the focus on the program. Actually, I want to see something. Accessibility, data management, user, display. So what does it think it's displaying as? Okay, so it thinks it's displaying as 1080 60, and that's what I stream at. And that's fine. So but it seems to look just fine to me. I'm usually extraordinarily pernickety about I can pick 1440p. I probably would be able to do 1440p if I connected it directly. At the moment I have a HDMI splitter that is hooked up to an Elgato 60S, HD 60S. The Elgato only records at 1080 60, so that's what I'm playing and streaming at. But I could so do 1440p if I wanted to. I wouldn't be able to stream it though, so there's not much point. Besides, 1080's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with 1080. It does the job. The big problem I have with it though is that so this monitor will be doing some scaling shenanigans, but normally I don't like that. I like to have like an integer scale, like with the 4K monitor. It's gotten in the way of my recliner. There we go. That worked. Now I won't be able to get up for like ages, which is annoying, but oh well. Look at that, completion 39%. I actually do hope that we... Well, like, I don't hope that this game is over soon, because I know it's not, but... And I'm enjoying the game, but also, so after this one, I think I'll do Expedition 33, and see how that goes. Boy, are the joysticks on this controller nice. It's nice having new controllers. I've gotten a lot of new things lately. I got the Switch 2, I got a new fridge, I got a new monitor, got the new streaming setup, got a new iPad, got a new not being in as much debt as I was before. Okay, where was I? Ah, shit, I forgot. Hold on. Wait, where's the... I still have yet to fix the... I've still yet to fix the bloody browser window. So, hopefully, when I open this, it... Well, that's wrong. That is 110% wrong. Okay. Damn it, that's not the... Okay, first things first, let's... Like, it hooks onto the right window, but then it displays the wrong window, which is extraordinarily annoying. Why is it so big? What the fuck? There we go, that's a bit better. Twitch.
We got those.
Albert the Turkey. I don't want to get in trouble for streaming someone else's stream. Okay. Wait, did I publish the VOD for the last one? I gotta log in to see my content, do I? That's annoying. It says log in or create an account. Well, what if I just want to see... Recent broadcasts. So that was this one. Wants me to sign in. Let's see. Okay, I got my Authenticator app code. No one look at my Authenticator app code. You know what? I think I might just do a bit of obfuscation here. Cheap and quick and dirty. Just so you guys don't see it. Remember this device for 30 days. Yes, please. Start watching. I'm watching myself. Okay. So what's the deal? I was extra late today. I didn't mean to be, and then I faffed about for a really long time. I've been faffing about for a bit. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed watching me get through things in Metroid Prime. I think I made a solid amount of progress this time. Okay, well, but tell me. Beam, which is nice. All of that sort of stuff. But anywho, so next time, okay. I'm going to head off for the day. I am going to say bye and stop the stream, but immediately before I say bye and stop the stream, I'm going to say what I was doing last time, okay? So... Oh shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. Where's my mouse gone? I was doing
I
did it. I
fixed
it.
beat all the stuff in the lock room.
Yes.
And all of that sort of stuff. Unlock the ice lock and all of that sort of stuff. And now what I need to do is I need to go find the gravity suit. Okay, so
I need to find the
Albert,
gravity.
You need to find the gravity suit. Okay.
The gravity suit.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. I suppose I need to go find the gravity suit. Where's the gravity suit? What the? Oh. Well, I suppose that's good enough instructions. Apparently I beat the stuff in the lock room. Wait, why is that there? Okay. It's fine. We've got it. We beat the gravity suit. I'm supposed to grab the gravity suit. That's what I told myself last stream. Why is my music the audio so loud? Okay. So what he means by what past Dave means by the gravity suit is that he means that there's a thingy in here. Wait, was it in here? This isn't where it was. It was here. So somewhere in here there's a gravity suit. He thinks that the gravity suit is here because that's where the anomaly came from. So I gotta make it to here, I think. And here it looks like, yeah, there's a thingy at there. That's where I want to go. So how do I get there? Transport to Magmore Caves. Save Station D. Transport to Magmore Caves South. Wait, so I can only access this from the Magmore Caves? Really? What? Okay, so we're gonna have to make it to Magmore Caves. Where do we go from there? So how do I get to Magmore Caves in the first place? That's a Talon overworld. I still don't know what this M means. Oh, it means missile recharge. Okay. So I know that there's an exit to Magmore Caves here. That's the north exit. That's a Talon World exit. So the Talon Overworld south and east. Then we've got, so in the Magmore Caves, so the one that I kind of want to get to the most is probably this south exit. Wait, no, but that like leads to like a dead end, doesn't it? Oh, but there's also a thingy here. So I do want that. I do want to go up there. There's one here and there's one here. So either I can go the normal way into here, or I can take the so that's Talon Overworld east, and that's Fender Drift south. So I think I need to go to the overworld first. And there's an exit to the overworld in here. Overworld south, overworld east. So You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go east and then go from there. I don't feel like finding the optimal route right now. Did I ever scan this one? I did not. Okay, let's go. It is nice having the bigger screen, not gonna lie. It's just a bit easier to do things. Oh, I completely zoned on my cup's baguette. My order has been dropped off. Okay, hold on. I need a brekkie. I wasn't going to do this today, but then I remembered that I need coffee and I was out of time. I'll be right back. Hello, how's it going? I have decided that. Oh. Ah. Why did I map that to L? Press the button you'd like to remap. No. No! No, I didn't. L. And then this one can be R. Okay. Now I can do this. So I've reversed them, so this one presses the L button and this one presses the R button. But yeah, no, that was quite a breakfast shenanigans I just had. So the problem with getting coffee from a different place is that sometimes it's like cold and other times it had problems and all this sort of stuff. Thankfully this time it was still hot. But the problem is when you I got it and they gave it to me and it is a wait a second, how do I get down there? The Chozo Ruins, Magmore Caverns, East Exit. So they gave it to me, and it was in like a tiny little cup, and I was like, ah, great, because whenever it's in a tiny cup, it tastes awful. Like, I've had coffees where it's been in like a nice big cup, and it tastes just fine, but when it's in a tiny cup, it's like they condense the awful taste into such a small container. And this time was no exception. I took one look at it, I was like, this is gonna taste fucking awful. And it did. It was awful, but at least I'm caffeinated now, so unfortunately I've been very busy and had a lot to do lately, so I've been very busy and had a lot to do lately, so I've kind of been having coffee, but now I need to like wean myself off of it because I need to make sure it's still useful. So I'm gonna have to like go off it for a while. But the problem is this weekend is not the weekend to deal with withdrawal symptoms, so I'll do that like next week or something. God damn it. So what was I doing? I had to not gonna lie, this couch setup has not been as hassle free as I was hoping it would be. Like my entire room is like covered in cables right now, and it's kind of annoying. I need to like consolidate everything. Also, these headphones suck. I need a better set. But anywho, Chozo East. Apparently, I can't focus on this to save my life. So what I need to do is I need to get to the Magmore Caves. Magmore Caves, I'm after this entrance so that I can go down here and access this entrance, because that entrance is... Actually, it might be easier to go from there, actually. Yeah, it might be easier to go from Overworld East, so I need to find the transport that goes to, so that's Chozo Ruins. That's Chozo Ruins, and that's Magmore Caverns East. So if I make my way through here and then out into the out into the main area and then into this exit, then that's where I need to go. Okay, let's go. Get iced. Surely something has to do that. God damn it. Ah. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Explosives didn't work though. I tried it. Oh. Wait a second. I tried explosives earlier. What? It worked? Oh my god. I'm dumb apparently. I thought I tried the missiles and they didn't work. And I thought that these ones were just invulnerable. Okay, let's go through here. Let's not deal with these things as long as possible. Pardon me. Ah, you're an evil. Listen, you need to be frozen. Oh. Okay. That worked. Get Metroid, weakness. Geez, the gravity suit would be really nice right about now. Ah, dang it, I accidentally fired a missile with the thingy. Okay, the GL and GR buttons aren't that bad. They're actually pretty comfortable to press. I'm honestly surprised it took Nintendo this long to put shoulder buttons on the underside of the handles. It feels like something they would have done just to be dumb and weird back in the 90s or something. I mean, to be fair, they did put the Z button on the Nintendo 64 controller, so... Also, by the way, I'm just gonna say it now. A hot take, the N64 is rubbish and I don't like it. I know I've just annoyed several people by saying that. He's saying what we're all thinking. Well, it's rubbish. It's a rubbish system. It has so many problems. Like, call me a PlayStation shill all you want, but the PlayStation just does so much better. Like, see, the N64 has, for one, it's got the cartridges, which store fuck all space. And they're like, oh yeah, but the cartridges have less loading time. And it's like, yeah, but the memory bandwidth on the Nintendo 64 isn't fast enough to keep up with the cartridge. You literally, there's problems with, so the Nintendo 64 is apparently a big pain to program for performance stuff because, okay, so... is apparently a big pain to program for performance stuff because the memory bandwidth on the system is so ridiculously slow that things that work on other... Wait, how have I ended up at the wrong place? Oh, I got turned around. That's right. I thought that was weird. I thought that wasn't the exit I was supposed to go in. But yeah, the memory bandwidth is terrible. The texture size on the system, for 3D textures, is dreadfully low. So the textures all look terrible. Yeah, sure, it's got Z indexing, but the Z indexing on the Nintendo 64 is
terrible because of the memory bandwidth. So you actually get better performance by just doing what you did on the PlayStation 1 and serving up the polygons as like pre-ordered. So by using the Z indexing on the N64, you're basically asking for performance issues. And that's like the programming side. That's what most people don't see. The other thing that shits me is that it uses a proprietary power connector, which is a pain in the ass to find. It also has terrible video output because it has hardware level anti-aliasing that cannot be turned off. So no matter what you connect it up to, it will look blurry, which is a problem if you're trying to get a crisp RGB signal and then use like a CRT filter, because no, it instead have terrible bilinear filtering or whatever it is on the like built into have the terrible anti-aliasing that's built into the system at all times because you can't switch it off. Well, kinda. You can if the game is programmed for it, you can switch it off. But like 99% of games don't have that option. The system has so few games in comparison to the PlayStation. The PlayStation has like 10 times the games. It like quite literally, it has so many more games. The system was late to market, so by the time it came out, its power wasn't all that impressive, and the but it has this weird ass controller with 3 prongs, and you might be like, oh well, it made the analog stick, and it's like, no, it did not make the analog stick. That stuff belongs, that prestige belongs to the Vectrex and the Atari 5200 and stuff like that. But then, but the analog stick on the N64 is absolutely terrible. It is an awful analog stick. Like, it wears itself down. It's like, it is so bad that speedrunners go out of their way to find metal replacements so that they don't have to worry about the analog stick wearing itself down. It is so terrible. It's like everything about the N64 is terrible. Like, the only redeeming quality of the N64 is that it has a handful of high-quality games, most of which have been ported to other systems. Oh, PS2 was way better. If I had a choice between the PS2 and the GameCube, it is no contest. No contest. The PS2 is fucking, like, one of my favorite systems of all time. Like, I grew up with that shit, and it was wonderful. Okay, so we're going in this direction. But the N64, so like, yeah, it has some really good quality games. Like, it doesn't have a lot, but, you know, like, I say, oh yeah, the PlayStation has more games, but sometimes, you know, quality is better than quantity. Except, no, the PlayStation has, like, a fuck ton of really high quality games, and there is a surprising amount of high-quality PlayStation 1 games, and the N64 just kinda... It's basically got a handful of worthwhile titles, and that's about it. And yeah, okay, I will give them props for effectively defining what 3D platforming was and all of that sort of stuff with Mario 64. And don't get me wrong, like, if you grew up with and enjoyed the N64 and you got nostalgia for it and all of that sort of stuff, that's fine. There's like, if you enjoy the system, that's perfectly valid. But it still has so many problems. Like like the three hand thing was such a stupid thing, because not only did it make it not like the PlayStation did the analog stick stuff so much better. They did it so well that they defined controller layouts forevermore. Like every single controller since has had basically the same layout as the PlayStation 1, as the DualShock on the PlayStation 1 had. Okay, so I'm supposed to go over here. So I'm supposed to continue going across and not up. Okay. So this room has been infamous for murdering me. Okay. Warning. On top of that, the Nintendo 64 requires... So the Nintendo 64 requires you to have something in the memory card expansion. If you don't have the memory card expansion, you need the jumper set in order to be able to run the system. So rather than making it smart enough to be able to detect when there's extra memory plugged into it, they just made it so that there's like a separate dummy cartridge that you put in instead, which makes no sense to me. Like, why would you make it so that the system can't boot without the jumper cartridge? Okay, so we're going in this direction, which means we're going up here. Which means, how do I get up there? I get up there via here, I think. With my space jump boots. So, a lot of the time when games came out on both the PlayStation 1 and the N64, so to its credit, the N64 is a more powerful system, and it can do 3D way better than the PlayStation 1 can, because the PlayStation 1 has its issues with integer math and all of that sort of stuff, which makes all of its graphics kind of look a bit wobbly, which is a valid criticism. Like, yeah, okay, I get that. Like, but the fact of the matter is, like, at the end of the day, not only was that like a problem that most people didn't really care that much about, but also to this day, people are emulating that look and feel because they think that it's such a cool aesthetic, which is like, I don't see many people trying to replicate N64 style graphics with its blurry textures, but you see people doing the crisp, clean textures from the PS1 on the integer graphics 3D. PS1 graphics are pure nostalgia. Yeah, no, like a lot of people really like those PS1 graphics. So the thing about it is that the 3D on the N64 is way better, but the texture quality and like memory and space issues aren't present on the PlayStation 1. So whilst the 3D polygons look crisp and clean on the N64, the textures on them are all muddy and rubbyish because they have to be so small and there's no memory bandwidth. Whereas if you look at PlayStation 1 games, the textures are high quality and like you actually get like really good textures on the PS1, but you get wobbly graphics. So it depends, you know, it depends. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the wobbly graphics, or I've ended up completely not where I thought I was going to be? Whatever. I'll just deal, because I want to crap on more about the N64.
That's right, I have a weapon that can handle those guys now, don't I? There we go. So the thing about the PS1 is that the PS1's controller layout is so much better, but it didn't have analog sticks to begin with. However, later on it did have analog sticks, and the analog sticks are like extraordinarily good on the DualShock 1. Like they absolutely nailed it. Whereas the N64, not many people are looking to like replace the analog sticks on the DualShock. But people are always looking to replace the analog stick on the N64. The problem with the analog stick, oh, I can do this. Neat. There's a thing. The analog stick on the N64 is oftentimes replaced with a GameCube style analog stick. The problem with the GameCube style analog stick is that Nintendo knew that their analog sticks in the N64 were shit, so they designed the system to have like a really big dead zone in the center of the stick because they knew that things were going to wear down and it wasn't going to center properly. So as a result, when you put so it's not like properly so as a result, when you plug in a GameCube stick, it doesn't... What is going on? Why am I like moving? What's with the... Oh my god, what the fuck? He's like stomping the ground and it's making me jump. That's both cool and dumb at the same time. But yeah, so when you replace a GameCube and an N64 analog stick with one of those GameCube ones, it doesn't quite work. Mama Ice Monster and an anti-cheese mechanic. That's dumb. I'm not even trying to engage with that monster right now. Wait. I'm dumb. I completely went in the wrong direction. This is gonna keep happening. This is why it takes me so long to play games. Especially when I'm streaming, because I crap on about things like the N64 being terrible. Also, so because the N64 is a cartridge-based system, one, it doesn't have... so because it's a cartridge-based system, it does not have like a BIOS. It's just a matter of plugging the cartridge in and then running the system, right? So what happens with... Stop that. Doors have been unlocked. Wonderful. So what happens with that... Yes, I know where the gravity patterns are. So what happens with that is the system doesn't have a BIOS. There's a few side effects of it having the cartridge like that. The system doesn't have a BIOS, and because of that, you can't do anything with the system when there's no cartridge in it. Which is not the case on the PlayStation 1. You can like do stuff without the cartridge. It's a bit there's not a whole lot you can do, but what you can do is you can edit save files and like play CDs and stuff like that, right? But that leads me to my next thing about the cartridge. On the N64, the save games are on the cartridge. So if you make a save game on that cartridge, then that's your save on that particular cartridge, and you better hope that the game has like a system to allow you to have multiple saves or like delete the saves that you've got or something like that. Whereas on the PlayStation, you have the memory card. And with the memory card, you can like, that's all like completely independent of which game you're playing. You know, it doesn't matter which copy of the game you're playing, you've got the memory card instead. And the reason why is because the CDs don't have rewritable memory on them. That's why they did that, and it turns out to be an excellent idea. It works really well. It means I can take my memory card from my house with my copy of the game over to my friend's house and have my save at my friend's house. This is a great way of doing it. But you can't do that on the N64. You have to bring the entire game with you. So if you say, for example, you want to go over to a friend's place for like a week or two, you don't get to bring the save file for all your games. You get to bring you don't get to just bring a cartridge and then bring all your save files. You instead have to bring all of your cartridges over, and it's such a pain. And so some games, and the worst part about this is that the N64 has the worst part about this is that the N64 has a system for memory cards. You can put a memory card into the N64 controller, which is neat and cool, right? Except no games use it. Most games only use it for like keeping a high score or like replays or something like that. That extra expansion slot on the N64's controller is basically there to either save some random data on a memory card for some reason, rather than using like save some random data on a memory card that isn't like your save data, because obviously you can save it on the cartridge, or you use it for the Rumble Pack, and the Rumble Pack is terrible because the Rumble Pack is powered by batteries, and it is kind of ridiculous because you have this big tumor on the bottom of the N64 controller, and the Rumble Pack ends up like okay, cool. The Rumble Pack is a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I like the Rumble Pack. The Rumble feature's cool. But on the N64, it's clear that it's the first time that they ever did it, because it requires batteries. It's this giant tumor of a thing that plugs into the back of the controller, making the controller extraordinarily heavy as well, whilst it's doing it. I forget what these guys were weak to. Hold on a second. No, that's not the right visor. Electrical attacks. Okay, so let's try this one. There we go. That worked better. The doors have been unlocked. So it ends up being this massive tumor of a thing on the back of the system, on the back of the controller. The DualShock 1 solved this problem by simply building the rumble motors into the controller and having them powered by the controller. Like, it seems like such a simple solution. It's also better rumble too, because it's got 2 rumble motors, one for each hand, rather than having this one giant motor at the back of the system like it is on the N64. Like, it's ridiculous how bad the N64 did just about everything. Like, but anyway, people are going to be super mad at me, because the thing is, people have mad nostalgia for the N64. Also, by the way, the N64 is shaped really weird, so you can't stack them. I know that's really not
an actual issue because you're not supposed to be stacking them. And even with the hello. And even with the PlayStation, stacking the system doesn't work because the PlayStation needs to like the PlayStation 1 needs the disc tray to be openable in order to use it. But there we go. But the thing is, the thing about it is that when you go to store N64s, it's a pain in the ass because nothing stacks on top of it. Whereas on the PlayStation, you can stack whatever you want on top of it, and it's not going to matter. It's basically flat. It's wonderful. It's so nice. There's so many, like, it's amazing how many things about the PS1 are just do the right thing. It's like, oh yeah, you can stack things on it. Oh yeah, it uses a standardized power connector. Oh yeah, it's got a really good RGB output. It's like, it doesn't force you to use anti-aliasing from 1996. You know, like it. Oh my god, this is dumb. Wait a minute, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to stay up here. I thought I was going to the... this is the problem with me yapping on about things whilst I play the game. I don't focus on the game enough. Aha! That's where I was supposed to go. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, not gonna lie, that's a really cool effect. Like, there's clearly something in there. And the ice is very strong, apparently. Yeah, okay. I assume that I'm gonna get something to let me access the ice. It looks like it's cracked here. Evidently that's not gonna work. Okay, so... New creature entry has been downloaded. Ice parasite, scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures, able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example, having adjusted to a frigid climate. Areas hostile the most. Wait. This vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. Interesting. Is there anything else to scan in here? Oh, that's right, it's got like a thing built into it. I always wondered why you would have platforms that like levitate themselves like that. I think it's a silly way to explain it. Oh yeah, we just decided to build a rocket into our platform. Like, no scaffolding or anything is allowed here, sorry. Hey, don't push me out. That's mean. Ah,
That's right, these guys exist here. Can I ice them? Okay. I see. So getting pushed out was just part of life. Ah! Fall down. I will fall down to my death and doom. But yeah, no, like, well, so even though I say that the N64 is like a really bad system and has all these problems and stuff like that, this is all just stuff that I kind of just experienced having the system myself and all of this sort of stuff. Like I heard all these things about how good the system is and all of this sort of stuff, and then I get one myself and I just had all these problems with it everywhere I went. But that being said, the games on it, like, it does have some really outstanding titles. Like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, Smash Brothers, GoldenEye, things like Star Fox 64 and stuff like that are all really good titles. Like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are really good as well, and all of that sort of stuff. And I'm not going to sit here and say those games aren't great, because they are. They're wonderful games. I may like Link to the Past better than Ocarina of Time, but like, it's still a good game. It's still a really good game. But you know, like, and normally that would be the thing, is like, yeah, well, it's got these high quality first party Nintendo games, but then if you take a look at the PlayStation and see what titles it has, it's got like it has a surprisingly large quantity of quality titles. It's got hold on. Yeah.
Recorded to logbook.
Ice beetle, burrowing insect with reinforced carapace, averse to heat. This member of the beetle family has adapted to life in the sub-zero temperatures in the Fendrano drifts, growing a thick ice shell over its entire body. The ice is extremely resilient, providing the ice beetle with extra protection and augmented digging abilities. So it doesn't actually tell me what to do with it. I haven't been able to figure out what kills it yet. Okay, missile kills it. See, this is the problem I have with Metroid games. I almost completely forget that I can attack things with just the missile. And it usually works. Because I'll see an enemy like this and be like, oh yeah, it's like an ice enemy, so I should probably use like a flame beam or something like that, you know? But then it turns out, oh yeah, no, it's just missiles. Like, half the time it's just missiles. It's amazing how often it turns out to just be missiles. Okay, hold on a second. I want to check out something before I go any further. Because it definitely looks as though there's more than one exit in this room over here. And I kind of want to try getting that higher up exit, because it looks like it's a shortcut to the area I was looking at before. Ah! Well, fuck. Is there a way out from here? There is. Good.
Um, but yeah, so like with the PlayStation 1, like there is significantly more games, but the majority of them are like actually quality games too. Like Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. You've got things like Metal Gear Solid and Gran Turismo 1 and 2, and you've got like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, and Spyro 1, 2, and 3, and you've got you've got Tekken 1, 2, and 3. You've got like these aren't like bad games. I'm not scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Like, you got Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. You've got what else is there? You've got Klonoa. You've got Suikoden. You've got like the Luna games. You've got like the Breath of Fire 3 and 4. You've got like Chrono Cross, and then you got Xenogears, and you got like and Grandia, and it's like there's so many of them. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I need to get up there without falling down if I can. Okay, let's just try a missile. Okay, missile works. Solves that problem. Know how to kill that now. It's a missile. Metroid question, how do I kill thing? Shoot it with missile. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's... So it's actually up over here that I want. Wait, so I just didn't go through this earlier? It was right here. It was right in front of me. I think I thought that was the... Ah, shit. Why is it dark? I don't want it to be dark. Ah! That is not what I was expecting at all. Oh, I see. That's the icy room that I was in earlier. Okay. Can I just leave? Or have they locked the doors? They haven't locked the doors. Okay, so I can get back in here. It's just, it's all dark and shit. And there's like bad guys. Oh yeah, that's right. Wrong muffin. It's all good. I found it. I've got it. Okay, so at least I know. So that has solved the mystery of where that door leads, and also how to get in there and stuff like that. Like, looks like I picked the right route to take for this one, by going there. So yeah, rather than going all the way down the bottom and exploring there, I'm gonna do this first. But yeah, like it's amazing how many excellent games there are on the PS1. Tony Hawk's 1, 2, and 3, those are really good games. Extraordinarily good games, those ones. Very well done. And I can't really say the same for the N64. Like, what the fuck are you? Where did you come from? What? Hunter Metroid? No! It's an angsty teenager Metroid! No, this is terrible! We can't have this! Okay, yeah, so adolescent Metroid energy siphon tentacles increase its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. Energy draining.
Energy draining tentacles allow them to attack at a distance, quick to anger, and a hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Coal-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. The thing that upsets me is that it's an adolescent Metroid. I feel bad. I kind of don't want to kill something that's so young, you know? Like, maybe if it was an old Metroid that was, like, decrepit and angry, maybe a bit of bigotry in there, so they're just like, yeah, whatever, who cares, get rid of them. But who knows, this adolescent Metroid might have a bright future, and here I am to come by and just be like, nah, okay, you're getting iced because you're just, you know, trying to survive, and you're gonna die now, bye. I could just freeze it and just not worry about... There we go. Enjoy your life, enjoy the rest of your life, hopefully without attacking me anymore. Ah! I said don't do that. No. It's almost more fun to just let it bloody well stick around and then just be like, nope, you get iced again. Stop trying to murder me. I said stop trying to murder me. Stop it. Oh damn, it died. I didn't think this through. It is ice. I thought it was water. Wait a minute. Okay, we're so gonna get like a thing that lets us like explode ice. I can tell already. Just to be certain, it isn't missiles. And it isn't super missiles. It's not super missiles. Are we gonna get a super bomb? That would be really cool. I love the super bomb in Super Metroid. Like, yeah, just give me a bomb that just like destroys, that destroys walkways and shit. Wonderful. Okay, hello, Mr. Platform. Trying to break the ice, there is something in that room that can generate enough force. I have an idea. Okay, that might not have been the smartest way to try doing that. Aha! I see. Okay. Well, that's one of them. Ta-da! Okay. That one looks like it can do it. No? It has to be one that I have to like lock onto, doesn't it? Let's try. This guy gets close enough. He doesn't get very close, does he? Up. Up, there we go.
1, 2. I can't reach that. That feels like that's the glacier though. Oh, so that's the icy thing. But how do I get up there? How do I do that? I did unlock some extra platforms by doing that. So now I can get like up here. And I can get up here too. Neither of those seem to get me close enough to be able to hit the last thingy. Come on, let me do it. Okay, maybe I need to... See, because it looks as though I can't get high enough to jump onto that. Like, what I think is happening is that I need to get up there in order to be able to shoot, get close enough to target onto it and shoot it. So what I'm thinking is that I need the gravity suit to be able to, like, jump higher or something. So this looks like it goes towards the gravity suit, so I'm going to go to the other one just to avoid progress for a little while. Hopefully it's like a save room or something. Hey, called it. I knew it. I knew it would be a save room. Oh, I've been narrow-eyed this entire time. Oh my god. This is so terrible. Need more people to redeem the stretch one. I shouldn't say that because then people are going to redeem stretch, and that's difficult to do because this chair is awful. Oh, whoops. No, I don't want to save. Just give me my health back. I do find it amusing how ridiculously large the shoulders are on the Samus suit. Ow! That did not work. Why can't you just work? Up you go. In through here. Let's go faster! Faster! Hi! You can have some ice for breakfast. I said ice for breakfast. Okay. You get ice for breakfast too. There. I hope you're happy with your ice. I made it especially for you. Okay, jumpy jump. Jumpy jump. Oh, for a second there I thought that was a missile pickup. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I see what this game's putting down. It's definitely putting down the stuff. It's telling me right now, it's like, wait a minute, is my mic too quiet? Huh. Let me know if my mic is too quiet, because it looks as though it's getting around about 15 decibels. Whereas the music is sitting at around about 30 to 27-ish. It's been kind of quiet. Okay, hold on a second.
Okay, how about now? That hasn't really improved that much. See, the problem is it's difficult to test because because the preamp is so far. How about now? Is that better? That might be... Wait, why isn't it going up? Okay. Let's just do a mad increase. There we go. Are we too loud now? We're definitely too loud. I'm peaking now. Okay, how are we going now? I think that's better. Call yourself the Alps because there's a lot of peaks. It's better still a bit quiet. Okay, I'm just gonna lazy this. Fuck it. Hold on. I would like to express that I hate preamps as well. Okay, how's that? Is that better? It might be a bit loud, but it's better than it was before. I can see it. Much better? Yeah, no, I do try my best to make the audio quality, like, good and have an even balance between my voice and the game music and stuff like that. Now I'm completely gone. What? All audio is gone? Huh? What? How? You sure you didn't, like, mute something? Because, like, hold on. Hello? Yeah, on my end it's working. You muted it somehow? I knew it. I was like, cause OBS levels are fine. I'm still gonna blame you. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting blamed for somebody else muting this stream. Oh no. How will I fix this? But yeah, no, I try my best to make the audio sound good. And the reason why is because the amount of times I have heard somebody's stream and the audio is just not good, and I've just kind of been like, listen, I want to listen to your stream, but I just can't stand the terrible audio you've got going on. Has been phenomenal. And like I can handle like I'm not like an audiophile. I can handle like shit mics and stuff like that. Like when I listen to like Greenstar, his mic isn't like the best mic, but it's good enough, you know, it does the job, it's fine. But what really shits me is when the music is so loud that you can't really hear what the person's talking about. And so I try my best to make it so that my audio's so that my audio is balanced so that you can hear me and the music, but like I stand over the music well enough that you can that you don't have to struggle to hear what I'm saying. Because I've definitely gone on streams where they're both kind of like around about the same and it's really difficult for me to hear. Okay, what are you? You're the Gel Zap. I remember you. Yes, I know. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's less annoying than having it sit there beep at me for a while. Look at these fishies. Now, I forget how to handle you. Haha, gotcha. Look at these crystals. So nice. This could be a Final Fantasy game. Because crystals. You know, actually, you know what? One of the things I really hate about Final Fantasy is how often they use the whole crystal thing. It's like a thing from like the first game. And they keep coming back to it and bringing it back. And I'm sick of it. Like... In early Final Fantasy, it was like, yeah, we'll bring back the crystals, and then in Final Fantasy 3, they made it all fancy by having like the light crystals and the dark crystals, and it was crazy and all of this sort of stuff, right? But you just kind of got to still restore the crystals, but now there's like more of them, and it was like, we got to have a balance between light and dark and all that sort of stuff. That was a cool idea. Then in Final Fantasy IV, they made it so that they were like a source of power, and you had to stop the bad guy from getting the crystals and then abusing their power. That was a cool idea, you know. They experiment with it a bit, you know. Try different things. And then in Final Fantasy V, it was crazy because in Final Fantasy V, all of the crystals were shattering, so it was like you had to stop them from shattering, sort of thing. And it was kind of like, yeah, well, in this world all the crystals are working fine, but now they've all broken. Now they're breaking and we're trying to stop it, and all of that sort of stuff, and that was cool. And then they got to Final Fantasy VI, and they were kind of like, you know what, we're kind of tired of the crystals. And aha, I see where we are now. We didn't have to get an extra suit at all, except this is a completely different room. Damn it, never mind. I thought that this had led. I thought it had led to the other side of the other room. That's okay, we're fine. But yeah, then in Final Fantasy VI, they were like, you know what, I think we're done with the crystals, and so there wasn't any crystals in Final Fantasy VI. Look at that. Oh my god, poking out of the thing there. And then in FF7, they went for the whole, like, Midgar thing and, like, sci-fi, and there wasn't crystals there either. And they were like, you know what, it's fine, we're not going to worry about the crystals anymore. And they kind of didn't really do stuff with the crystals for a really long time. FF9 kind of does, but doesn't really. It's got the crystal in the logo, but I don't think there's actually anything about it in the actual game. But, like, so then, and it wasn't until, like, the MMOs started happening that they started bringing them back and doing stuff with them again. And then Bravely Default as well. And if I'm honest, like, then they started just, bringing them back too much, and I was like, listen, guys, we kind of already explored all the things that you really want to do with the crystals with FF1, 3, 4, and 5, like, so how about we give it a rest instead? And it's like, nah. Instead, they just continuously bring them back for all these entries. Okay. Get up there. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, so there's 3 exits to this room. I'm at the lowest one. It appears as though there's 2 entrances to this other room. Now, I can't make it up there. Going down there is a bit not really doable. That thing up there is interesting. Oh, it's a grapple beam. Okay. Grapple beam is... If I'm honest, I really want the grapple beam. I just don't want to have... The more things that I have to come back to and remember, the more trouble I'm going to have. Because I am extra bad at that kind of thing. Eat extra plasma wave shenanigans. So I would applaud Final Fantasy 16 for having a plot where there's like these big crystals and you have to destroy them instead of... I see. You have to destroy them like on purpose instead of trying to save them or fix them or whatever. But the problem with that is that the what am I doing here? I am... Missiles low. That's not good. Get bopped. Ah! Let's go this way. I would applaud them for the whole thing of like, oh yeah, we have to destroy the crystal on purpose. Turns out they're the bad guys. Except Bravely Default kind of already did that, and so it wasn't really a new or interesting idea. That being said, Final Fantasy 16 is a great game. Don't get me wrong, like I actually really like 16. But that particular aspect of it, I felt as though I was like, ah, yeah, here we go, crystal shenanigans again. If I'm honest, to me, crystals are part of that series, but it's kind of like a remnant of the past for me. It's like that's how the series used to be, and then they moved on from it, but now they're trying to go back to it like every chance they get, and I'm kind of sitting here being like, okay guys, listen, we can have a story that doesn't constantly involve you making references. Oh, wait, what? Gravity suit. Okay, isn't that the screw attack symbol? I got it! I got the gravity suit! Yay! Haha! Look at this! Samus is like, yeah! I'm gonna T-pose, but because I have giant shoulders, it doesn't look very much like a T-pose. Samus learned the HM swim! I mean, it's kind of true. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. Additional data downloaded to inventory screen. New extras. Watch this! Ha! Ha ha! I can jump as much as I want. I don't need your silly thing with where you watch as I just jump over these tentacles. God damn it. Feel like I can also see better, but da 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 da. So what I do love about this was like a whole ass like underwater maze type thing, and now it's like I just jump over it. Okay, which room are we in now? I see. Wait. What the fuck? What happened? Where am I? That's where I am. Okay. I don't know how I managed to get that lost. Have they made it so that I can't, like, backtrack? They have. No cheating. I gotta go out the way that I'm supposed to. But yeah, no, I really do hope, like, for Final Fantasy 17, I really hope that they do something like new and crazy. I think it would be really cool if they ventured back into like a futuristic, like, science fiction type kind of story again. I think that would be great. I think that would be wonderful. I'd love to see something new and experimental in the setting. Like, I know that they've kind of gotten a bit safe with the settings, and they're kind of at a point where they have so many like traditions and stuff that's like traditionally Final Fantasy stuff that they need to that they probably want to like preserve and make references to and stuff like that. But I would really appreciate something like not so like like they did like a medieval type fantasy for 16, and I really want them to do a different setting. And yeah, for 15 they had like a contemporary setting, kinda like an alternate universe contemporary setting where they had like cars and cities and stuff like that. And then for 13 they had like a sci-fi type kind of world, but it didn't feel very sci-fi. It felt more, I don't know, it felt more just like exploring like a fantasy type kind of world that just so happened to have some high technology in it. Whereas I think it would be cool to like just go all in on, what am I doing? I think it would be cool to just go all in on like a cyberpunk or a science fiction type kind of setting this time, rather than a medieval one. I think I'd really enjoy that. I doubt that it's gonna happen. Like, there's a lot of like investment shenanigans going on, and it's clear that Squex is putting a lot of effort into. Like the JRPGs and 2D HD 2D stuff at the moment, which I really wish I'd stop doing, because the HD 2D stuff, I really don't like the look of it. I'm sorry, like, it feels like, you know how how people like put way too many shaders on Minecraft? Like, I don't mind a shader or two in Minecraft that makes it look nice, but sometimes you gotta ask yourself, did we really need this many shaders in Minecraft? Like, sometimes it just feels like it feels like they just put too much in, and that's how the 2D HD games look like to me. Minecraft needs RTX. Like, the thing is, I never had a problem with the way vanilla Minecraft looked. Especially modern vanilla Minecraft looks just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But people put in all these shaders to make it do all this crazy shit, and I don't mind that too much, but people go too far with it. Like sometimes I sit there and I'm like, you know what? I think that Hollywood was right, and they accurately represented how people with too many Minecraft shaders play the game. But like with the movie and stuff like that, but that's how I feel about HD 2D. They put all of these shaders and shit into it, and I'm just kind of sitting here being like, well, did we really need all this? Did we really need this stuff? Okay, so I need to get my bearings, because so this was the way I came in, and then I can see that there's an exit thingy up there, but I also want to find, I think there's a lot of stuff for me to explore down here too. So I'm just going to kind of work my way out of where I am and see what else I can find. Wrong weapon. That's right. That's why I've had the energy weapon, because the doors here require the energy weapon. I do like the idea of making it so that the doors kind of reflect the weapons that you should be using in the area. I think that's a good, like, design element. Unfortunately, it sometimes gets lost on me. Stop that. Come on. Open up. You two. Come on. Open up. Okay, let's take a look, see. Yeah, so I need to climb up out of here. God damn it, no. Okay, mapping the GR button to the jump button was a really good idea. This is actually really comfortable. Who's attacking me? Oh, it's you. Yeah. Well, it would have helped if I could have bloody well shot a missile at him before that happened. Ah! Get moited. Ah, dang it, I missed him too much. Okay. I never said I was good at the combat part of this. Let's just say there is a reason I am a JRPG person and not a first-person shooter person. Okay, let's see. Don't get me wrong. I love all kinds of games. Like, I love any kind of game. But when it comes to like fast reaction times and like quick thinking and stuff like that, I'm generally really bad at it. Whereas when it comes to like turn-based RPGs and stuff like that, I'm actually really good at those. It needs a grapple hook. Okay, so I guess I'm doing grapple hook next, right? Something gives me the feeling that grapple hook is going to be the next, God damn it, I pressed the jump button. See, this is what I mean, is like, I'm just terrible at timing sometimes. Like, yeah, sure, I got like 20 years of experience, doing, like getting better at like platformers and stuff like that, but I am far from skilled. Get up. I do love that the Metroid strategy works on these guys. It is nice. Saves me a lot of hassle. See, I tend to like thinking smart, not hard. For a second there, I thought that like something had cracked open this ice on the bottom here. What was I talking about earlier? I was talking about stuff, and now I've forgotten it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 2D HD stuff. So one of the things that shit me about the 2D HD stuff is that 2D HD stuff, like they sit there and they tout it like as if it's the best thing since sliced bread, because they've figured out how to make it look like a diorama, with like 3D environments, but like 2D like sprite like characters and stuff like that, right? And that's fine. I didn't mind that like for like a couple games, but they've been doing it in every game since, and it's driving me bonkers. I want a different style, goddammit. But the thing about it is that, so because they're trying to do a diorama all the time, you end up with this very narrow field of focus. So everything that's not like smack bang in the middle of the screen is like out of focus, which really annoys me. It's so annoying. It's like, just let me see the area. Like, I don't want to have to be standing right in front of part of what I'm standing right in front of what I want to see in this town. Like, just to be able to actually see it, but on top of that, like, it's overly noisy. So like, in older games, there's a sense of clarity and simplicity to the to a lot of the stuff that's going on. So if you take a look at Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy IV has a very limited set of graphics and stuff like that. It's very clearly an early Super Nintendo game, and yet they're able to convey such varied and instantly recognizable like different areas and stuff like that without needing to overfill it with just like all the details ever. Like, I can go into a town and recognize that, oh yeah, this is like a desert town next to an oasis or whatever, just by looking at the town, without having to sit there and pass every little detail that they've stuffed into it. And sometimes extra details are nice, but the 2D HD stuff just goes overboard with just adding all of this noise to the bloody game that isn't really necessary. Like, sometimes simplicity is good. And I feel as though Square just doesn't understand this. Like, I feel like Square needs a lesson in making things simple and easy to understand. Like, if you play a game like Undertale and Deltarune understand that sometimes you can convey an area, or you can show off things with rather simple graphics, and not have to overload the player with all of this minute detail, all of these things to stuff in their face, and all of these mechanics, and all of these different... Like, that's the other thing, is that bleeds on into the mechanics of a lot of the games they're making here. Okay, so let's see if we can keep going further down, because now I've got the gravity suit. I can go down here. I can actually get up into this. Okay. No, more detail, more graphics, more shaders, otherwise people won't have reasons to buy 5090s. Yeah, well, that's it, you know, like some of the best games do a lot with a little. They don't need to have massive amounts of detail to them, because like, sometimes you don't need a whole lot to convey something. But no, we have to remake all of our beloved classics, get rid of their visual identity entirely, and then stuff a bunch of extra shit into them that wasn't necessary in the first place. And so this is what I like about Nintendo's remakes right now, actually, is that they don't really overstep their boundaries. Oh, okay. So, wait a second. So I've gotten myself turned around a little bit, and this is like the exit of this area. Aha! I knew it. I knew that I'd get to be in this area at some point. Get ice missiled. Let's go. Okay, so wait. This is the other side of that. So this isn't the area that I was trying to get to the other side of, but this is, well, that's the grapple hook to get up here that I thought I was going to have to use. But no, I get to go over this way instead. Okay. Alboard, hi Li Hang, how's it going? Is it Li Hang or Li Hung? I'm not good at like I'm never sure. Either way works. This is the thing. Every time I ask people, how do I pronounce your name? I always get whatever, and I'm like, no, I want to know. But yeah, no, the how's it going? I get the same thing with Hiki, because I don't know if it's Hiki or Heike or something like that, because Hiki is the pronouncing it that way is a bit more like Hiki, but that would be Hiki, and that's weird. But then Heike is like not. Sometimes I really do wish English didn't have weird letter pronunciations. It's dumb. Just be like one of them languages that has like all the letters like sound the same. Japanese kind of it does that, where it's like all of the letters are always pronounced the same, which means that when you tell, I don't know, a certain Japanese streamer that something is a PIPE, they call it a PPay. English is just 3 languages in a trench coat. It really is. Just be French where 80% of the letters make no sound. Good old French and stuff. Is it just me or is the chat bigger today? So I think something might be wrong with my scaling because I think things are bigger. I swapped from a 1280 by 1024 monitor to a 4K monitor. But the thing about the chat isn't actually using like a display. It's actually hooking into a external website that hosts the chat. So that I don't have to worry about scaling issues, but it seems to be scaling, but I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'll have to like compare them with the old thingy, with the old stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on in this room? There's a big ice blocks in the middle. Not gonna lie, it is impressive to see like transparent ice in a game of this era. Bop, 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 bop. Haha. I have, from what I've been told, French is difficult to learn, but I'm not sure. Oh, this is where I got the gravity suit. What? How did I get back down here? Yeah, how did I get back down here? Have I screwed up or something? Isn't this the room where you got the gravity suit? Yeah. I just hadn't picked that up. A lot of these rooms look a bit the same. But I went down like a different path to get here. This is like the exit. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to... So now that I've got the gravity suit, I can explore different places. I kind of have to go back and find out where, some of the places that I needed the gravity suit for, like, water shenanigans is. And at the moment, I don't remember most of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the overworld. Magma Caves. That's right. I can't get to the overworld from here, can I? I have to go via Magmore. Look at all these, like, extra little nubbins I haven't been able to explore. Like there's one here too. It's okay because Magmore has the best soundtrack. Why do I get the feeling that there's like another area? Like, surely this isn't everything. Like, it feels like there would be like another area or two. Also, so the game hasn't given me like an extra objective yet either. But what I might do is I might go back up to Magmore Caves, and then from Magmore I can make it back up to the overworld. Yeah, Talon Overworld. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'll do. But which exit do I need for this one? It's the one that's right behind me. Let's go, let's go. Enjoying the extra buttons on the new controller. Dun, 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 dun. I do kind of like the Magmore soundtrack better than this one. Like, this one's not bad, and I do like the part where it goes like or whatever. I do find it amusing that I'm fighting enemies that need to be frozen in the frozen area. Okay, so I need to go all the way up in order to exit where I want to. Something about like ideas in music that go that just go needlessly overboard is fun to me. There's one in the final boss music for Final Fantasy IX that I really like. I forget exactly how it goes, but there's like this idea that it uses for like the melody and all of that sort of stuff, and so the idea dang it, hold on. The idea does a thing where it's like you hear it over and over and over again throughout the track, but what I love about it is that it repeats a couple times at the start of the song, you know, just kind of does the normal little variants, and then on like the third go it just continues on for like another like idea or two, and it's great and I love it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like. Okay, so I have gone in the wrong door. I thought this looked suspicious. Suspicious. The thing about suspicious is that it's such a funny reference, and I do love it, but it's super difficult to show to people because it's in the middle of like a 4-hour video essay about how Kimber and Kimber the White Lion and the Lion King are not rip-offs of one another. I want to blow this up with the big thingy. Can I blow it up with that thingy? Let's go! Whee! I gotta remember where that room is, so that when I encounter it later, I can blow it up. But yeah, no, there's like a clip where, from like a video where it's like, Kimber, Simba, suspicious. And it turns out that the reason why they've got the same name is because Simba means lion in Swahili. it's it's like completely explained away by that. And Kimber was like, the people who made Kimber, so like Kimber's, wonder if I could freeze those flame jets. Suspicious. Wait, so you can do that? God damn it. Give me a visor that's not... Okay, that's cool, not gonna lie. I never even thought to do that. I suppose there's probably a lot more cool things to do with the ice in the ice area. Ah! Shoot him! Ah! Listen, you guys, get shot. I said get shot, and then you get shot too. I genuinely wonder what the devs were thinking when they made them like just freeze in air like that. Because I feel like the devs would have sat there and been like they wouldn't have done that unless it was on purpose. I think that they were like listen, we know it's dumb, but it like works better if they like freeze in air like that. Like maybe they made it so that they do fall, but then it turned out to be a big pain in the ass or something like that, and it didn't test well or something. I think that that's what happened. Because I don't believe that the devs were like, yeah, this is how physics should work. So Yobo, I know you already know about this, but earlier today my 360 got the Red Ring of Death, and that was going to be absolutely disastrous for me. I basically I came in to set up the stream, and I turned on the Xbox to test like the video signal with the new monitor and stuff like that, and the Xbox gave me the Red Ring of Death, and so the so I kind of panicked. I kind of screamed and was like, I was like, ah, sort of thing, you know, like and I was and so so I kind of panicked and was like, no, not my Xbox. And my mum comes in and is like, what's going on? Why are you screaming? And I was like, my Xbox has got the Red Ring of Death, and I go to show her, and as I like move the system, move the system out to show it to her, it came unplugged, and I was like, oh shit, it's come unplugged. So I plugged it back in again, fully expecting to press the button and for it to have the Red Ring of Death. And it just booted. And I was like, wait, what? It was like, so I thought that my Xbox was going to die then and there. But turns out it did not. So I have no idea what the problem was. But I can safely say that this Xbox has gotten and recovered from the Red Ring of Death 2 times, And this is and just to be clear, I do know that there are two variants of the Red Ring of Death. The one where it shows all four lights, and the one where it only shows three lights. And the all four lights thing is for when there's no video cable connected. But no, this one was three lights, not four lights. I did like a double take. I was like, is that actually three lights or is it four lights? And like I checked like 3 or 4 times just to be certain, because I was like, I want to make sure that this is a real red ring this time. Well, it was real both times, but I remember back when I was younger, trying to connect the thing and it not working because of stuff. Okay, so I want to go to the Talon overworld. However, what I am seeing... What's this? There is a... In this workstation tunnel, there's an ice door that I haven't opened yet. So maybe I should open that. So that's what I'm going to do. Now that I've saved. Hopefully the guys don't come back, right? God damn it. Get over here. Get iced to death. Oh shit, my fucking missiles are depleted. Is there a missile reload anywhere nearby? There is not. Okay, well, looks as though I'm gonna have to, like, charge it or some shit. Your head explode. But yeah, no, so my 360 has died and come back from being Red Ring of Death 2 times now. 16 years apart, by the way. Or actually, no, I'm wrong. So the console was manufactured in 2009, but I bought it in 2010, so it'd be 15 years. Because it Red Ring of Death like a couple weeks after I bought it, and I thought it was done. I thought it was super dead. Okay. Huh. Well. How do I get past this? Is it a super missile? Except I don't have any missiles. God damn it. Okay. What's something I can kill to get missiles? These guys. Missiles? Missiles. I probably need a few more than that. Like, that's like 1 attempt. Not even. It takes 5 missiles, doesn't it? God damn it. Well, I might as well go over to ice. Because ice will be useful for the flame jets. Also, I could get missiles from there. Ooh, I'm getting the hint. Emergency frequencies activated. Frigate crash site, distress beacon active. Okay, well that's kind of where I was going anyway, so... Um, that's right. There is an ice beam thingy up here. It looks as though I need the grapple hook to get up there, though. I wonder, can I freeze you? Okay, so I have enough missiles to try the super missile on the junk in the door. So let's give that a try. It'd be nice if there was, like, if I get the lava thing soon. I'm just gonna tank these enemies and run past them because I don't want to waste my missiles on getting rid of these guys, even if they might drop more. Hey, that's not very nice. Okay, so it's clear that I'm not supposed to be here yet. Okay. Let's GTFO. GTA 5, as some people think I say. Yes, let's GTA 5. It would be nice if it locked onto... Ah! I thought I shot him. He's the one that shot him. I did shoot him. He just ignored me. How rude. How dreadfully rude. I hope somebody stabs him in the eye. How frightfully rude. I hope somebody stabs him in the eye. This is fucking Simpsons, so good. By the way, if you haven't watched The Simpsons, you should go watch it. I know a lot of people were really like... I know that a lot of parents really didn't like their kids watching The Simpsons. I think that that is a mistake, and I think that The Simpsons is an excellent example of just like showcasing a real family. I never saw it growing up. You should. You really should. Simpsons is hilarious. What I really liked about The Simpsons was that The Simpsons showcases a realistic family, even though it's like a cartoon and all that shit, and it makes all these jokes and everything. Like you watch other sitcoms and it's like everyone's all like fucking happy and cheery and everyone gets along and there's always like a wholesome resolution to everything. Whereas The Simpsons didn't try to sugarcoat life like that. It wasn't like dark and edgy and made all these like raunchy jokes and things like that, like something like South Park does. The Simpsons hits a happy middle where it just kind of feels it feels grounded in reality. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be crazy satire or anything like that. It feels just genuine. It doesn't try to bullshit you into thinking that this family is perfect and nothing bad will ever happen to them, you know? Oh, also with The Simpsons, don't worry about watching it in order. Just put it you don't have to like start from the beginning and then go all the way up. You can basically, what I recommend is picking any episode, like any random episode between season 2 and season 10 and just watching those. The newest stuff isn't worth watching. I know I sat down and I watched like 20 seasons of it, and the newest stuff really kind of sucks. It's like especially after season 20. But like if you sit down and you watch the first 10 seasons or so on just like random, you genuinely don't need to. There's like not really any consistency or anything like that. Like occasionally the status quo changes, but most of the stuff is really inconsequential. So it makes for an excellent show to just put on shuffle and just get random episodes. And it is absolutely wonderful. What I really like about it is that it kind of it like the family is dysfunctional, but it's not like it's dysfunctional, but it works, you know. Like at the end of the day, even though they have their differences and they hate each other and sometimes strangle each other and all of that sort of stuff, it like you can tell that I have gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yep, I have. Yep. I can tell because I've already frozen those things. Somehow got turned around. But like, for example, like it has a lot of nuance to things. Like for example, there's one episode where Lisa decides that she wants to be a vegetarian instead of like eating meat and all of this sort of stuff, and she treats all the people who eat meat like as if they're villains or whatever. And they all kind of laugh at her and are all like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, you won't be a vegetarian and stuff like that. But what happens is she ends up kind of turning out to be a bit of a villain towards the other people. And what happens is she ends up getting a bit of perspective on it herself, where she sits there like judging all these people for eating meat. And then Apu comes by and is all like, oh yeah, I'm a vegan. And then she's like, oh, and I don't really have a problem with eating like eggs and milk and stuff like that. And she's like, you must think I'm a monster. And then Apu is like, yeah, I do. But, you know, like, we got to learn to tolerate people and understand that different people do different things. And she's like, I never thought about that before, and all of that sort of stuff. And they go up and they meet Paul McCartney and they make some jokes about it, and then Homer decides to come by and is all like, you know, like tries to understand Lisa a bit better, and Lisa's like, wait, no, I was like the one who was being an asshole to you, and all of that sort of stuff, and it's like it's a really wonderful episode. Is there something under that bridge? Oh my god. Oh my god. I got the missile. I didn't think there was anything under this bridge because I thought it was just lava, but it's not. So like I know I'm not doing the best job of explaining it, but what I really love about it is like the characters aren't perfect. Like Bart gets F's and he has troubles with school and stuff like that. Homer is, you know, like a fat lazy ass who sticks around all day and doesn't do his job properly and all of that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, he genuinely cares about the well-being of his family, and there's like some really heartfelt stories of unfortunate events that just kind of happen, that are things that you expect to happen in real life, and stuff like that, and it doesn't make it appear as though like everything's fine and hunky-dory, you know, like the family argues and they have their differences. Like there's all these times where it's like where like where both Homer and Marge have issues with their relationship and worry about things like whether or not they're cheating on one another, or if their arguments and stuff like that are going to tear them apart, and it just and the show is not afraid to swear. It's not afraid to make fun of and caricatures of like different like types of people, and it makes a boatload of really well crafted like pop culture references. A lot of the stuff that I learned about like movies and things like that, I learned from The Simpsons, because The Simpsons wouldn't just point to a pop culture reference. It would find a way to apply it and like actually put it in the show. Anywho, I am trying to get to here. Okay, I remember now. I remember. It's okay. I'm getting there. I will get there. Oh, look at this. I can go down here now. Ah! That's acid, not water! Wait a minute, I gotta be certain. It is not acid, because this guy's here. Okay, now every time I see water, I'm gonna have to jump in it, just to be sure. Like this water! Haha! Oh. But I should show you. So one thing that Simpsons does really well is that it does joke tagging exceedingly well. It knows how to recall all water is clean and clear now after killing Flowey. Ah. That's right, you're right. I remember that. I thought I just remember it being real difficult to distinguish acid from lava in Super Metroid. And so I'm thinking that acid water has to be green, but no, it was like purple earlier. So, but one thing that Simpsons did really well is it did joke tagging really well. And so what I mean by this is, I mean its jokes would flow into other jokes, and it did an exceedingly good job of just giving you joke after joke after joke after joke, right? And that was one of the show's strengths, was just having strings of jokes that worked really well together. And you might think, it might get tiring having a lot of jokes over and over and over again, especially if they're really mediocre jokes. But the thing about The Simpsons is that The Simpsons had really good writers on their show, and they actually had like a really robust set of like writers when they were making the show, and there was a lot of creativity flowing and all of that sort of stuff in the earlier seasons. So a lot of the jokes make sense and land and are funny and subtle and all of this sort of stuff. Whereas in later seasons, they prove that quantity isn't always better than quality, and they would keep doing joke tagging without it being funny or worthwhile. But there's a lot of examples of really good instances of joke tagging in The Simpsons, and I've got one that I can actually show you. Hopefully not get in too much trouble for copyright issues. Are you kidding me? I already fixed this. I need to go back to Chrome. Firefox has been shitting me off lately. Okay, so if we go YouTube. No, I just want. I just want YouTube, right? Simpsons Street. Yeah, so the street sweeper scene is one of my favorite examples of joke tagging in all of...
Okay. Millhouse's grandmother lives on 257th Street, and I'm on 3rd. Well, finally, a little luck.
I love that scene. It is wonderful. So that's what I mean by joke tagging. Is that this scene is so dense.
Okay. Millhouse's grandmother lives on 257th Street, and I'm on 3rd.
See, I love the way that he's like, yeah, Millhouse's grandmother lives on 257th Street and I'm on 3rd, and he's like, oh. But then immediately we're into like, oh, there's a street sweeper here, right? And he jumps off, and now his bike's been destroyed. And it's like, damn, I suppose that's kind of funny. His bike gets destroyed, but then he looks at it, and then it comes out, and it's nice and clean, and the bike has been cleaned by the street sweeper. So he's like, it's like, finally a little luck. And then he goes to ride it a little bit, and then it falls apart. So there's our next joke, is that it's fallen apart. And then my favorite bit about it is that the guy driving the street sweeper is just like, like as if he planned it, like as if he was like, yep, I'm gonna run over your bike and then clean it and make you think that it was fixed, but no, it's broken. And then he is laughing so much at how well his plan worked. Then he drives the street sweeper down into the subway. It's so good. I love it. It's one of my favorite jokes of all time.
257th Street, and I'm on 3rd.
I know that explaining the joke ruins it, but I love this shit, and the show is so full of this kind of stuff. It's wonderful. There's a reason why I took some inspiration for like the design of my character from The Simpsons. It's not much. It's mostly just the eyes, and I'll probably end up changing that later. But but I love it. It's great. There is another one, Simpsons, Skinner weather balloon scene. So this one I'm not sure if it'll have the entire scene or not.
And now to top off our most propane explosion-free science
And they've
week
also
ever,
cropped it.
our grand finale, the launching of a weather balloon.
But I love this one. This one's good too.
Hurrah for science, woo! Oh, I
Yeah.
can't say I approve of the woo, but the hurrah was quite heartening. Release the balloon!
Release the balloon. Yeah, no, they've cut it off. But yeah, no, he's got a big butt.
No!
It's like, no.
I don't think I really captured the eyes.
Bart, if you have a failing, it's that you're always demanding perfection. If you have a failing.
Whoever brings down that balloon doesn't have to learn fractions.
Here we go. It's like, whoever brings that balloon down doesn't have to learn fractions.
Careful, children. That's my car. Destroy that balloon. Hey!
Tango 14, we're being fired at. I'm getting an exact ID on the boogie now. Raggies again. Launching Sidewinder missile. Missed him. Launching second Sidewinder missile.
This is
happens when you cut money out of the military and put it into healthcare.
It's a good program. Just give it a chance. That's all I ask.
Don't come down for months. Curse the man who invented helium. Curse Pierre Jules Cesar Janssen.
So what I love about that scene, hold on, is what I love about this one is that it's the same thing you get with it's the same thing you get with the joke tagging, right? So here, like, we've started off with the scene where he's like, oh yeah, whoever knocks down the balloon, will like win at math, or doesn't have to do fractions, which I think is funny in itself.
Doesn't have to learn fractions.
But they throw rocks at the balloon to try and get it down, but they just hit his car instead.
Careful, children. That's my car.
He's like, don't hit my car, and the kids just start throwing rocks at his car. But then he's like, then he goes to groundskeeper, and
Destroy that
groundskeeper
balloon.
is like, destroy that balloon. So he pulls out a gun and starts shooting.
Tango 14, where...
And what I love is that these planes fly by, and they think that he's a fighter jet.
Iraqis again, launching Sidewinder missile.
So he launches the missile, and the missile's clearly dodgy and just hits his friend here.
Launching second Sidewinder
And so
missile.
And so he launches the second one, and it hits him somehow.
This is what happens when you cut money out of the military.
And I love that they're just arguing about whether or not money should go to the military or the healthcare. He's like, it's a good system.
Good program. Just give it a chance. That's all
Just
I
give
ask.
it a chance. And then their parachutes die. Clearly from lack of funding. And they land in these bushes, and then they start punching one another. It's so good. It keeps rolling. It just keeps going on absurd tangents like this. I love it. It's wonderful. Meanwhile, Skinner's just like, well, I guess the balloon's there forever now. What?
It won't come down for months. Curse the man who invented helium. Curse Pierre Jules Cesar Janssen.
But yeah, no. But those two examples are really good. I know that I ruin them by explaining them or just going through them step by step, but I really love the way that those jokes work. Okay, so we're in the Talon overworld. Time to focus on the game again instead of showing copyrighted material. Nope. I want my missiles back. I have no missiles. I need them back. No. Game has been saved. Let's go. Oh my goodness, the new controller is so nice. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Oh, fucking Nintendo. Okay, so I'm looking at the joysticks on the controller, and if you push the joystick all the way to one direction, then you can actually see an opening where the edge of the analog stick protective dome thing ends. Are they idiots? It's supposed to extend far enough so that dust can't get into the damn thing. What a terrible design. This thing's gonna have stick drift like mad, I swear. Anywho. I know I said I'd focus on the game, and that was a damn lie! Is there a secret under this water? No. I feel bad because it must be frustrating to watch me play this game sometimes. Or with me going on tangents about Simpsons jokes. Okay, let's have a look-see. I can actually explore the water down here. Yes! I can get it! I got the missile expansion! Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so rolling and the like morph animation, I wager that they call that like morph cancel or something. Okay, so it said that there was an SOS signal from this area, and that's where it wanted me to go. And I can access here now, but it doesn't appear as though I can access much more than I could already access, just by going the long way around. Like, it appears as though I can go into that door now, because I think I tried going into that door earlier and it didn't, like, I couldn't, like, get in there for some reason or another. Well, I'm dumb. Wait a minute. No, I've explored this area before. So I can see that it's like led to a dead end. So I think I'm supposed to go down here again. And I think now that I've got the gravity suit, I'll have an easier time. I'll be able to get to wherever I'm supposed to go. This feels like it'll be like a place where I get that one of them like talisman thingies. Let me in. Da da da, let me in. Okay. Is there anything I can jump up to here? I don't think so. I think I just got to go down. I'm just going to double check to make sure I'm not missing anything on the way down. Ah, well, I'm down now. Wait, why are you here? Of all enemies, get out. I'm supposed to be saving the people who are stranded in this thing. So what are you doing here? Oh my goodness. Huh? Down, bum, bum, bum. Where am I supposed to go? Is it? It was halfway up, wasn't it? Yeah. There it is. already opened this. There's a save point. I really do wish the save points would give me my missiles back. And it'd make life so much easier. Wow. That's right, I remember. We got to this part and we couldn't climb up here. Oh. How about you get frozen? Yeah! Frozen! Get froze, dude. Wait a second. Ow! Get frosted. Ah, no, I got... no, stop it! Stop it! Stop! Ah! Okay. Freezing is clearly not doing the jam. It's clear that bopping them is the way to go. This area reminds me of Rhombus of Ruin, which is a game I played recently. Ah, damn it. I gotta play Psychonauts as well, don't I? I gotta do that before my bloody Xbox One pass goes up. What is that? Space Pirate. I've evidently already read that, so... I want to go in the big door, not in the silly little door. Huh? Okay. Where's your switch? There you are. Open the door, please. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I was supposed to press switches on the way up. Okay, so there's one like way down. Why did they do that? You can't do that. Oh my god, they made it all the way down the bottom here. What a mean. Who does that? Who makes me climb all the way up and then make me go all the way to the bottom to open the door? Oh my goodness. Retro Studios, you guys are mean at me. Was it Retro? Retro did like the first three the Metroid Primes, and then Other M was done by Team Ninja. I'm gonna have to play Other M because I'm in the unique position of never having played it, and like I really kinda only played Metroid after Metroid Other M came out. So it's kind of like I don't really have any preconceived notions as to what a Metroid game should be going into that. Kivos, it's okay. It's just Metroid Other M. Ah! Ah! So Other M. So my understanding is that Other M has a lot of has a lot of dialogue from Samus that people weren't expecting. How do I bop you guys again? I think I could freeze them. I think freezing them was like the best way to go about it. Freezing is like extra useful. Oh, I should be scanning things. Like there's like nothing to scan except that? Ah. Oh. Hi. Mechanoid. Aquadrone security mecha adapted for use in underwater areas. The space pirates have adapted a number of sentry drones for use in liquid environments. These aquadrones utilize an arsenal of artificial intelligence. Not AI! No, not AI! Oh my goodness, if AI doesn't happen, if AI... I kind of like AI in games better than I like AI in real life. I got a message. Huh. Hold on a second. Arsenal and Artificial Intelligence Suite, similar to their cousins, the pirates have been unable to properly shield these drones from electrical attack, making them vulnerable to the wave beam. What do you mean they've been unable to protect them from electrical attack? This is silly. Space pirates, do a better job. You made your drone work underwater, but it's vulnerable to electrical attack? What? Ah, yes. We made it so that so that it's completely insulated so that the water doesn't zap it to death. But if you zap it to death, then it will get zapped to death. That seems weird. The space pirates are lazy. Hold on a sec. I need to go do some stuff. I will be back in a moment. Okay, let's get back to the game. The game. Biohazard containment. Okay, that's right. These guys are weak to electrical attacks. Bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop. You're silly. Get hit by electrical attacks even though you are made of electronics. And are also waterproof for electronics to prevent electronical failure. Silly. Why would they put computers underwater here? This is silly. Everything's silly. Wait a second. This looks familiar. This looks like the place that we visited at the start of the game. Cordite doors, structural integrity below safety tolerances. Okay, why was that red? Okay, that was weird. Door has no power. That's... Was that what I thought it was? No, it's not. Okay, you get shot. 1 power? Okay, so getting up there is apparently not on the menu. Seafood soup is not on the menu. But how do I get up there then? Do I have to jump on here? Yes, it works. Oh my god, it works even if you don't have the thermal thing on. That's cool. I assume that there's some fun speedrunning tic tacs with that. Speedrunning strats. Speedrunning stretch. Get bop, get bop, get bop, get a bop. What's that sound? Hi. Why are you here of all places? Go away. Space pirates, more like dumb pirates. Can't even get your security system to work underwater. Wow. I figured space pirates would be able to figure out how to do that, you know, like with a name like Space Pirates, you seem like very much like you would know how to get space working, especially underwater. Like, pirates are people who sail the seven seas, so, like, how did you guys not not figure this out? How did you guys suck at being in space and then also suck at being underwater? That's your name. Your name was basically Space Water. Fucking Space Water. Everyone knows that pirate is synonymous with water. Okay, so there's the door. Wait, that's the wrong one. Come on, don't make me do it. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Dum bum bum bum. Ha 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 ha. See ya. Okay. Am I gonna fight a big ghost in this room? Hey, who's exploding me? You played yourself. Down, down, down. That thing looks explodey. Aquasac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma. Believed to be in the same family as a sapsac, this plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. This protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. Bop. Bop. Oh. Bop. Bop. Oh, it pops like that. I see. Ooh, ooh. What's going on here? I see. Let's do a scan. Okay, no need for a scan then. Orb is... Now that I've got the gravity suit, I'm... Whoa. I'm purple now. Okay, so... Wait a minute. Pop, pop, pop. Yay, I got up. Ah, it's too high. I get the feeling I'll pop out underneath. Why do I get the feeling that this area is going to give me the grapple? Either it's going to give me an artifact or the grapple. Or both. Maybe it give me both. Would be nice if it give me both. Mine. Ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Hi. Ah. It was supposed to explode from missiles, not from me running into you. Da 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 ba ba da. Ah. How about you get lost? Where am I? The Great Tree Hall. Ah, I see. I've been here before. But now I have the stuff that I need to be able to, like, exit the area. So there's an exit down there. There's a normal door up there. And there's a ice door over there. So let's go up there and see how we go. Get bopped. That's what you get for being so mean at me. You two. See, one of you was mean at me, so now I'm gonna bop you all, and that's definitely how things work, right? That's a good, right? Definitely should generalize things and lump everyone in the same thing, right? Ooh, I see. What? Haha, I found your God damn it. Really? All the way down here? Okay. I hope that stays open. Okay, up we get. That is, I know this one works. There we go. Ah. Go away with your attacking me with things. Jeez. Okay, so I'm back up here. So there is a ice door over here. Ice door over here leads to exit, which leads to Chozo Ruins South. So I've already been there, but it's the other doors that I'm really kind of looking to get sorted. And now that I think about it, I probably should find a place to save. So where does this take me? Magmore Caverns. Wait. Where did this say it goes? Chozo Ruins. Okay, so Chozo Ruins South. Overworld North? That's not right. Overworld East. Overworld South. So if I go in there, there's a save reasonably close, and there's also a missile container. So I think that's what I'll do. Because as fun as it is making all this progress and then not saving, I'd rather just take the time to save. Boom, 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 bim. There is at least one thing that beeps in this room. Wouldn't it be funny if I end up having to use this save and then end up in the same exact place I was last time? Energy replenished. Oh my god, the bloody iPad collapsed. Whoever designs cables sucks, by the way. They used to give you cables that were long enough, and now they don't, because they're trying to pretend as if they care about reducing e-waste. You know, like, maybe if they cared about reducing e-waste, they might not make it so that there's always new things to buy, and you just kind of stayed with the same thing for a real long time and didn't just continuously make new models over and over and over again. And then make me want to be like, oh yeah, there's a new model of iPad, I'll get that. and then another charger, and you know, might be an idea. Might be good to find ways to earn money without selling the hardware, and thus you don't have to do the whole selling a bunch of e-waste that goes away all the time thing. But you know, nah, we got to make the cables ridiculously short, or just not include them at all, so that you have to make more packaging and spend more money and time and energy and everything shipping them. Sorry, I'm just bitter because I got a cable with this new monitor, and the cable was like 1 meter long, and so like the only possible way that it would be useful is basically if the monitor and the computer were on the same desk. Like, heaven forbid, my monitor is literally on the desk, and then about a meter width away is the computer on the floor, and the cable didn't reach. Like, I was, and keep in mind I said a me width, not a me height. It's basically like, so a 2 meter cable reached and did the job, but the cable that came with the monitor did not do the job. So, like, what the heck? Like, and 2 meters is a me height, by the way, just in case you wanted to know. Okay, so there is a up there is a door, and I would like to access said door. I get the feeling that the reason why I haven't accessed said door is because I can't reach up there. Because it does look like a normal door. Huh. That tree looks suspiciously like ramp shaped. Has to be a way to get up there, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, like if I'm missing an ability or something. Let's try the sensible approach and use the morph ball to get up. No. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Up we go. Up we go. No, not down we go. Up we go. There we go. I do like the spiral concept for the spider ball. Oh god damn it. Ah! That's so frustrating. Listen here, you. Never mind. It's a terrible concept and I hate it. It's awful. Well, I'm angry now. You done did it. I'm angry now. None of this. No more of this. Leave me alone. Don't make me do this anymore. I'm done. You had my goodwill and intentions, and you dashed my hopes and dreams. Okay, so it's clear that I need something to get up there. But what? Like, because I feel like I can get up there if I go via this. But is there something that I can do that would, like... Is there something I can do now that would get me up there? It looks like something is supposed to, like... It looks like something is supposed to stick in here or something, or move or something. Explode. Your head explode. Okay, well, since I'm clearly not getting up there just yet, I'm gonna go for the other area and hope that the other area has, like, info on where to go. Okay, I see. Really? Huh. This is confusing. I wish I could just go through here. Wait a second. What's this? Since when was there an ice store down here? Oh, I think I couldn't get to the ice store down over there because I couldn't gravity jump earlier. Yeah, because normally you have to think in terms of, like, what could I do? what can I do now that I couldn't do before? And one of those things was jumping all the way over here to get to this ice door. Ah! No, I thought there might be a missile down there. Intense radiation detected. That's always good. Huh? Oh, there you are. It's a thing. Is this a new area? Access to the Phazon Mines East granted. Please step into the hologram. I'm just gonna double check the area first to make sure that there isn't things, but oh my god. Phazon Mines. Oh, I should have scanned the bloody thing. Why am I still angry? I hadn't realized I was still angry. It always happens. I get angry and then I forget to turn it off. Oh no, I didn't turn off the angry. Now everyone thinks I'm angry. I was angry at the spider ball mechanic, but It seems like a distant memory right now. Scan this thing. Tell him Overworld South. Okay, so hold on a second. What? Why is the map weird? Wait, so, like, I don't get, like, the map stuff? I don't get, like, the extra map things when I... Oh, wait, no, I must have turned the legend off. There we go. Okay, time to find the map room. First thing I want is the map room. Is there anything to scan in here? I get the feeling there's going to be some scanny shenanigans. Not radiation, ew. Phazon Mines. For a second there I thought it was zooming in onto a boss, but no, it turned out to just be me. I am the boss. Someone's shooting at me. They're doing a bad job of it. Ah, there you are. Hello there. Haha, you got turned into a ice. Why does it take like 50 billion years for it to like change from ice to the missile? It's like get explode. Your head explode. Imagine having a game with all them graphics. What's this? It's apparently not worth scanning. Is it worth blowing up? It does. Oh, it's explosive. I see. What? Scan. Secondary force field control disabled. Primary force field control disabled. Yay! I won! That was an easy puzzle. I like easy puzzles. Don't get me wrong, tough puzzles are nice too. But sometimes I just want the puzzle to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ah, a fire, a nice cozy fire to enjoy. Huh. Save station access granted. Woohoo! Save station. Save station. Step into these stations to save your game and restore your stuff. My stuff! I'm hungry. It's almost 2 o'clock, so there's only about 15 minutes left in the stream. I don't think I'll stream overtime today. I need a bit of a break. I also need to get some food, so some food for lunch. What's going on up there? Why can't I access up there? I can access up there. Up we go. Hello. Hi. Who are you? Oh, you're just a normal space pirate. Okay, missile to you. No fancy pants things for you because you're just a normal... Hey! That is mean. I wanted to be up there. Get exploded. You too. Huh? Who shot at me? You did. Get out of here. Dum ba dum bum ba dum bum dum du 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 du. Okay, I want to go inside the room that they were in. Time to scan your stuff and steal all your information and sell it on the internet to data brokers. Brought all phasal mutations to science team immediately. All units with useful mutations will receive an increase in pay and rations. Elite and trooper candidates are now being selected by command. Transfer of building materials is complete. Processing of materials for genome containment units underway. Pardon me. The crane controls are functional but require power. A power conduit is nearby. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit and restore power to the crane. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't pay attention to that. Crane controls are functional but require power. Power conduit is nearby. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit and restore power. These crane controls are functional but require power. Okay. Crane unit scans in a scan indicates recent use. Device is currently inactive. Huh? Okay. Looks like there's a big rolly to get in there. And I need to pick up the thingy to get it to go onto the crane, right? So I can climb into the crane. But it needs power. And I assume that the conduit that they're talking about for power is... it's up there. Crane should be functional now. Crane controls now active. Aha! Okay. But how do I get up there? I see. Crane just so happens to have a... No! Ah, god damn it, I accidentally pressed the boost button. I was trying to press the button that stands me up instead. God damn it. Falling off platforms is what I do best. I swear, I could probably take like half as much time to beat this game if I actually had the skills to pay the bills. But alas, these skills will not be paying any bills. Instead, I will go through a painstakingly large amount of effort to learn software engineering techniques in order to be able to be employed instead. That was an easier route than having the skills to pay the bills. Oh, I can't undo it. That's why. I think what might have happened is I might have gone to press it and then thought I was pressing the wrong button and then just tried B instead, and B was just knocked me off. But one thing I'm curious about is that this up here... What? Why can't I reach it? Does it not let me scan that anymore? It was letting me scan it earlier when I was up on top of the roof. It's just not scannable anymore. Is the one down here scannable? It is. Huh. I don't see myself getting back over there anytime soon. I get the feeling I might need to use the crane for that. Crane control's now active, so I think that this pulls the grapple point over here, and then I'll be able to grapple onto it later when I get the grapple hook. Really odd that it let me skim that though earlier, and now it just doesn't. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump. Today's alright for tonight. Okay, so let's assess the room a bit. So we've got this exit, which is inaccessible. We've got this exit, which is where we came from. There's 2 exits here. So there's one that led to the save room and one that leads to, well, presumably the next piece of progress. So let's go up here. I'm going to save again. I do think it's fun, some of the placements of these save areas. I like them when they're a little bit more dynamic than just, this is an entire room that we've just copy-pasted, you know? Makes the world feel a bit more realistic because, well, in real life, things like bus stops and stuff like that try to be copy-paste aren't always, because they get individually vandalized and their locations dictate different like circumstances for how and what gets built. Even though they're supposed to be completely the same, their environments change and certain aspects of them end up feeling different. And that's how it is here with the save rooms. Like the save room here feels a little bit different from the save room. The save room here, I'm headed out for the night. Have a good rest of the stream. Good that you say that, because I am finishing up the stream in about 5 minutes. I have to leave at 2 o'clock, so it's tempting to just leave it here at this save point. But yeah. So what I like about this save point. Oh, but regardless, have a good night. Elbow, I hope you enjoyed the stream, even though I'm a bit of a scatterbrain, doing whatever, constantly interrupting the game. What I like about this one is this one's kind of like in an inconvenient small location, whereas the other ones feel like they're in like a giant room. It feels kind of like the save points are equivalent to like different bathrooms where they just kind of fit them in places where they had the room for them and stuff like that. And some places have big rooms for them and others have these tiny little corners. If there's like a boss in here, then I'm definitely... Die from missile. Okay, you are dead now. Please remain that way. I can either do this or I can do this. Auto turret malfunction. Really, I wonder why. Structural integrity of the benzedium gate is low. Huh. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to get something that helps me do that? Because I keep hearing that structural integrity of the benzedium gate is low or whatever. Scanny, scanny. Nothing in here. Hi. Who are you? Hello, new friend. Oh, wow. Shadow Pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power. However, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. So like this. Are you weak to ice? Ice to meet you. Okay, well you died, so... Hey, stop that. Both of you, stop that. Okay, so it's clear that I need to see your thermal shenanigans. Damn it, I keep scanning by accident. Okay. Bah! Okay, you can freeze them. You just gotta do it right. Okay, where's the rest of ya? Come on, fight me. There is a thing up here. I can tell. Wait. Oh, it's a... Is it just because it's a lamp? Okay, well, I guess I'll be using the vision. I love how the ice beam turns solid black when you have the thermal goggles on. Oh shit, I activated a cutscene. What the heck are these? You know what, I'm leaving. Hopefully the game lets me leave to save. Ah, oh, god damn it, it doesn't. Yeah, no, I need to head off, so... What are you weak to? Scanning, morphology, wave trooper, space pirate armed with wave beam technology. Space pirates have reverse engineered several of your weapons. Damn it, not my weapons! Including the wave beam. A flaw in the design makes these pirates vulnerable to their own beam weapon system. These weapons are inferior to your Chozo designed originals, but still quite potent. You dumbos! How could you be so dumb as to badly reverse engineer my own weapons? Force field active. Okay. Okay. Get dead. Get deaded. This is why this wave beam thingy is cool. Suck shit. Doors have been unlocked. Okay, well I beat that. I'm gonna go back and save, and we're gonna call it for today. I think we made solid progress. Made it to a new area. Ah shit, what are you? I just wanted to save, guys. Wait, these are the guys from earlier. Okay. Three missiles should do the trick. Like a 3-ham omelet. What is that? Whatever it is, it doesn't like me. Okay, let's go through here. They're gonna be back in here, aren't they? It's okay, we're gonna save. Yep, I wish to save. And that's me done. Okay, so, I'm gonna head off. Future Dave, if you're hearing this, then to find out what I was doing last time, basically what I was doing is I found the guys with the, that were vulnerable to their own wave beam and shit like that, and basically, if you just go outside and go through the white door and then just follow the path, that's where you need to go, okay? That's basically it. Okay. Bye, everyone. Catch you later. Bye.